Hello, party people. This is Jose Heredia with the Crossfader Show here to actually do half of a show. This is going to be episode 9.5, the extension of the DJ Authors episode.
There you go.
And on Skype, we have Stacy Zemon, who we unfortunately had a little bit of trouble trying to get a hold of her through Skype, but we have her now. And we would like to say hello, Stacy.
Stacy.
Hey, Stacy.
Hello.
So Stacy, for those of you who don't know, wrote a couple of books. One of the books I have here in my hand called The Mobile DJ MBA, but you started writing a book called The Mobile DJ Handbook. Is that correct?
I did. Well, first let me say what an honor it is to be on the show with Bob Lindquist and Ray Martinez, two guys that I just have the utmost respect for. And it was about 10 years after Bob wrote his first book, Spinnin', that I had a situation where I'd worked for a few mobile DJ companies, learning the ropes, apprenticing, as it were. And I was working for this one particular company, and the owner, he wasn't necessarily interested in putting religious persuasions on the top of his booking list.
Mm-hmm.
So, I always say when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And I said, okay, I'm going to start my own company. And I wondered if anybody had ever written a book on, how to be a professional mobile DJ and start a company. So back in those days, because we're talking like 95, 96, so I actually went to the library and I took out interlibrary loans of every DJ book that had ever been written. Nice. And there was about 5. And 4 out of the 5 were self-published. They weren't real good. The only one that I really liked was Bob Lindquist's book, Spinnin'.
Mm-hmm.
And I read it. And I said, this is a great book, but I think I can add. So then I went to this gigantic reference book that you can only keep in the library, you can only look at it there, and it has to do with like publishers of different subject matters.
Uh-huh.
So, there certainly were mobile DJ book publishers. So I tried to come up with a few that were close. I probably sent off a handful of, hi, this is me, and I've never written a book before. I do have some writing experience, but I'd like to write a book about this. And, we see on TV and the movies all these authors getting these pink rejection slips, but I just got really lucky. And one of the major international publishers who had a division that had to do with the entertainment industry said, yes, we'll publish your book. Send us 50 pages, and they liked it. And so the first edition of the Mobile DJ Handbook came out in 1997.
Awesome.
And it was a big hit because, again, there really weren't any books. Then a few years later, in 2003, new technology had changed so much that I had to publish an updated second edition. Mm-hmm. And then that was also translated into Spanish.
Oh, wow.
As Manuel del DJ Mobile. And then, I had started. Well, one thing that's really important to mention is that I had this brainstorm when I was writing the first book to include the 12th chapter, that magical 12th chapter, as records of success. And there were interviews with people, DJs from throughout the country who had really successful companies.
Mm-hmm.
So when I finished it, I said to myself, I now have the collective wisdom of the best and the brightest. Gee, I ought to start a business based on everything I've learned. And I started a multi-service, a multi-operation, full-service company in New England, and became business partners with a radio broadcasting company
Mm-hmm.
that had over 70 radio stations across the company. We became the official mobile DJ division of 7 of their radio stations. So then following that, I wrote as I learned more being in business, I wrote the DJ Sales and Marketing Handbook in 2004. And then just this past year, the movie came out back in February. It's a collection of articles that I've written for DJ Times Magazine over the past 13 years and features the quotes and ideas and inspiration from over my industry. That is out there right now. And actually, Jose and Johnny, in the next week, a Spanish version of that, as well as an audio book version. So
Very nice.
that brings us to the here and now.
Wow. So a Spanish version is due out soon?
Should be in the next week or so.
Nice. Of the mobile DJ MBA.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Muy bueno.
Yeah, muy bueno.
Well, you know what's so much fun about this is I asked about 24 or 25 DJs who had really good speaking voices, were excellent MCs, to participate in narrating this because I don't know, I just didn't want to do the whole thing this way. And like 98% said yes. And Custom DJ Drops is helping me put some, shall I say, entertaining features into the audio book.
Nice.
So it's going to be pretty cool, and also coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
Wow. Thank you very much for dropping the news on us for us today. And hopefully you'll be on time for our May 3rd date that we have coming up at All Latino DJ event.
Yes.
At La Fonda. So what inspired you to write the book? Did you have any writing background, any writing experience?
Well, my dad was a writer, a professional writer, and I grew up, sort of in the writing culture, if you will. I had been writing articles for different magazines for a number of years. And, like I said earlier, I was inspired to do something to kind of prove myself. And I also felt that there was a void in the marketplace for, the next version of, the great how-to, start and run a professional mobile DJ service. And that's what started it. And really, along the way, what has mattered to me the most, in addition to, providing my clients with excellent events, has been working on raising the bar of professionalism in the mobile DJ industry. And at the end of my day, the thing perhaps that I will remember the most is all of the people that have come up to me at trade shows, the emails, the letters, people who said, I wanted to get into this business. I didn't know how. I read your book. Now I've got a family of 3. I'm feeding them. I'm working full time in this industry. I'm making a really good living. And I really, truly consider it an honor to have been in a position to have positively affected people's lives in this way. It warms my heart. It makes me feel like I've made a difference in the world, and that means a lot.
Wow, that is a really neat feeling to have when somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, you really helped me out. I didn't know where else to turn to, and your information was really helpful." And I want to say that to you because I've learned a couple of things just by reading the book that I got a few weeks ago, and I thank you for that. Now,
Well, you're welcome.
and I know that in your case, you didn't write the whole book by yourself. You got a lot of advice from other DJs as well. Tell us about who are the DJs that submitted ideas and inspiration to you for writing the book.
Sure. Well, like I said, there's probably about 60 DJs who have contributed. Some of the better known names might be Mike Walter, Marcello Pedalino, Jason Janai, Rick DJ Flip Sajorda,
Hmm.
Lisa Kasberg. Really the list goes on and on.
Yeah, and
Um, One thing about our industry is people are who is is very sexy. We all want to have, the best and the newest. But when you're investing, 24.95 in a book, you get just one gold nugget out of that book,
Mm.
and as they say, it's worth the price of admission.
absolutely. Yes, especially on your part of guerrilla marketing, there's a lot of helpful advice in there. So, and let me ask you this, Stacy, how has it helped you as far as your business? Did you see a big growth in your business as far as your mobile DJ business, or did you see a lot of other things kind of happening in your life?
Well, that's a great question. I think that uh, joining a professional mobile DJ association, writing articles for a trade publication, being an author of a book, all these sort of things add to one's credibility. And when we are talking to a prospect and trying to convert them into a client, one of the really important things to do is to give them peace of mind and build our credibility with them. So it certainly only adds to that. One of the latest things that I've done that I'm just really excited about is just last month or a couple of months ago, I started a new blog
Mm.
called ProMobileDJ.com,
Mm-hmm.
portal to the DJ business, and it features um, posts on everything you could want to know to become a better entertainer, a better business person, more technically knowledgeable. We've got some incredible weekly and monthly contributors. We've got Mike Walter with the Quality Corner. We've got Mike Leader, who is Professor Gadget with the Gadget of the Month.
Uh huh.
We've got uh, mental blank. Jerry, help me out here. I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm sorry, Jerry.
It's okay.
Jerry Bazada, who is the money answer man, and we've got David Hanscom, who's coming on board really soon with bulletproof branding ideas, and we've got guest bloggers as well. So this
Nice.
is completely free. It's a resource for the mobile DJ industry for and about mobile DJs, and I hope people will check it out and come back regularly because posts are updated daily, and my books are available there as well, all of them.
Yes, we're taking a look at your website right now, Pro Mobile DJ, and it is a beautiful website. And I think primarily it looks like a website where you would find information, you know. And since you have it laid out as a blog and you have guest bloggers, I mean, nothing good will. I mean, a lot of good. I was going to say nothing good will come of it, but a lot of good will come of it.
Right.
So,
Nothing good will come of it.
yeah,
Don't
did I
do it,
see?
don't do it, kids, run away.
Yeah, no
Um,
kidding. I see that you have a Brian S. Red, a video, a DJ tutor.
oh yeah, we've got videos on there, we've got free music downloads. You
Cool.
know, when I did my first books, this is this major international publisher, and this last one, the Mobile DJ MBA, I self-published because technology enabled me to write the book. You have complete control over marketing and distribution, which, as Bob Lindquist said earlier on your show, is really key.
Hmm.
And that wasn't possible before. Uh, I love being able to directly target the market that I'm wanting to reach, and social networking has created a whole new ball game of how to publicize things.
Absolutely.
Between Facebook and Twitter and my blog, um, I've not awakened any morning since my book was published when I didn't have sales in my inbox on my email, and I love that. And I haven't, honestly, I haven't spent a dime on advertising it.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having all these social media sites. Is a lot of them are. I mean, the majority of them are free. I don't know of anyone that you have to pay for, but it's a really interesting how we've kind of become this society of now sharing information with a lot of people, including clients, including family members, including other DJs as well. And I was listening to another podcast, and now we're not only into the information age, but we're in the information dissemination age, where we have to get that information, somehow filter it, and be able to take apart it and use what we use the useful information and throw away the other information.
Right.
So
Well, you bring up.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say you bring up a really important point, and this is a tip that I'd like to give to your viewers. It used to be, should I have a website or shouldn't I have one? Well, it's really important to have one.
Yes.
Social media is it. If you are not actively marketing your DJ services on Facebook and Twitter, if you don't have a blog that's really classy and really informative, if you're not using an e-newsletter, I'm going to say in the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to be obsolete. So, we all know how quickly technology moves forward, both from an equipment standpoint and from a marketing standpoint. But there's a lot of information, even on my blog and other places, djat.com, ourdjtalk.com. MobileBeat also has its own chat forum. None of us should ever get to the point where we think we know it all.
Yeah.
There's always something new to learn. And technology practically kicks us in the behind and says, you've got to learn or you're going to be, left in the dust down the road. So, that's my big piece of advice to your viewers. Get on the bandwagon of going way beyond just website and into these other things.
Yeah, because for one, I've heard somebody even go as far as saying that if you don't have a website, you pretty much don't exist.
Right.
And then take that a step further and say if you don't update your website regularly, you look like a stale company, like nothing's really going on. And so I have DJ Sam House who showed us his blogs, and he's got very good information. How often do you update your blogs, Sam?
It is a part of the event to update the blog.
Yeah.
I'm not done with the event until I'm at home and I've put the pictures on the internet and I've sent the email to the client saying, hey, check out the pictures I just put up. Can I get a satisfaction survey from you? That's when I'm finally done.
Awesome.
So
that's a very good point. And it's almost a necessity now, especially on the Twitter age and the Facebook age, and even on YouTube age.
Now, Stacy, what do you have any new books coming up that you're working on that you could tell us about?
Yes, I do, and no, I can't.
Okay.
Yes, I do have new books coming up. Not ready to speak about them, but I will say that beyond books, there's some pretty exciting stuff
Awesome.
coming up in the 2010, 2011. Stay tuned to ProMobileDJ.com to find out about them. I also just want to add one more thing about websites in terms of getting with it, as it were. If you do not have online planning tools and an online music database, you're also going to be left in the dust. Because while there's a few companies that offer these services, people out there are getting so used to when they go to a DJ's website being able to see them that if you don't have that, that's going to be a real minus in your columns. You got to get that too. What I like, what I'm real familiar with, what I could personally recommend is DJ Intelligence and DJ Webman. I know the owners, the creators of these products. I think they're really dedicated to, providing the best, most informative uh, customer service, all that sort of thing.
Yes, Sam House is agreeing over here. He
Yeah.
uses one of the products. Which one do you use?
I use both of the products actually. I have to agree with Stacy that the developers of those products, DJ Intelligence, and I believe they call it eWebmin now because they've kind of
Oh, do they?
when other than just DJs, they'll do for whatever type of event. But yeah,
As events, huh?
yeah. So eWebmin and DJ Intelligence. Honestly, I can't imagine running my business without them.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, you know what? We're going to
Well,
have to do a show dedicated to those two
Yes.
products
Yeah.
and the features and benefits.
That would be a great idea. I mean, the thing of it is that in so many ways, that's your business into a highly organized turnkey operation for, a plethora of details about interacting with clients because, the DJ Intelligence and the DJ Webmin could kind of be described as like one is what the client sees and the other is the back office that you see and hand in hand with each other. And it's like most DJs who have ADD like I do want things to be as easy as possible.
Right. We didn't catch all of that because it sounded like a Darth Vader a little bit.
Yeah, sorry,
And-
Stacy.
But I didn't want to interrupt you in case that feed came in good.
Yeah.
You're sometimes coming and going, but thank you very much for all that information.
And once again, Stacy, thank you so much for writing the Mobile DJ Handbook and the DJ Sales and Marketing Handbook. I know it's been invaluable for many of the DJs that are tuning into our broadcast right now, and a lot of the DJs that are out there as mobile DJs, because I know I started as a club DJ for 15 some odd years, and then I decided to get into the mobile DJ business, and I know these two books were just something that were a big catalyst in my business as well. So thank you so much for not holding back and giving us that very valuable information.
Well, thank you, and a shout out to DJ Tudor, Simon Fletcher. Practice and enjoy, guys.
Yes.
definitely.
Stacy, how do people get a hold of you?
They can write me at Stacy at promobiledj.com.
Excellent. So the book is available at promobiledj.com. Get it. I have a copy right here. My signed copy. This one's mine.
It's
You're
called
gonna have
the
to get your
mobile.
own.
It's called the Mobile DJ MBA.
Excellent. Thank you very
and
much,
if you
Stacy.
habla español, the Spanish version will be
Yes.
out real soon. The audio version will be out real soon.
Awesome.
And the Spanish audio version
Perfecto.
will be out real soon.
Muy bueno.
Welcome to Technology 2010.
That's cool. Thank you very much, Stacy, and have a good one.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thanks, guys.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little special added episode to our episode number 9. This one's going to be called 9.1.
9.5.
9.1 or 9.5?
9.5.
9.5. We'll
There
call it
you go.
9.5. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you tune in to the Crossfader show again next week. Now, just a quick reminder, next week we will not be broadcasting on Monday at noon. Instead, we'll be broadcasting on Monday at 6 o'clock in the evening. This is a special Crossfader show talking to Canadian DJs. And this is also a test. The reason why we're doing it at 6 o'clock is we were thinking about moving the show to a later time to be able to accommodate much more of an audience. And if we see that there's a jump in the viewership, we're just going to keep it at 6 o'clock. And if we don't see a big difference, we're just going to keep it to 12, all right? So if you really like the show at 6, you better go on the show and watch it at 6 o'clock next Monday.
Yes, sir.
All right. And also, May 3rd is our special Cinco de Mayo Crossfader show going on the road to the La Fonda restaurant in LA.
Yes.
Please watch us there. And we're going to invite all the DJs who are Latinos or not Latinos. It doesn't matter. We all give love to everybody.
That's it.
And if you're a Latino, if you're a DJ in the Southern California area, you got to come down to La Fonda and be part of the show. It's just a lot of fun, right?
Yes.
And plus, because we're going to have food and drinks. And what better is that?
What more can you ask for?
What more can you ask for?
There you go.
Thank you for watching the show, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is Crossfader Show, episode number 9.5.